The Play Mornings with Steph and John replay.
Good morning, world.
It is April 17th, 2024.
Can somebody tell the weatherman that? Because what is going on?
Are you blaming the weatherman for this? I'm blaming you for this.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
It was perfect weather for about the week you were gone. And then the day you came back, it was like, oh, flurries.
Okay, I don't think it was me because I also had perfect weather while I was gone. I didn't wear pants once. I was in shorts and skirts the entire time and sweating to death. And so now that I'm back, I expected to come back to spring, and instead I came back to a blizzard. So I'm going to say it wasn't me.
Okay.
It was somebody who changed their winter tires.
Okay.
I think that's a fair complaint.
Sure. Push the blame.
Yeah, push the blame. You didn't do it, right?
No, I didn't do it.
We're both innocent in this regard. About a week ago, everybody was talking about the eclipse.
That's right. And some of us were seeing it up close.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Some of us traveled to the place of totality and watched it, as in me. I went with my in-laws and my brother-in-law to Fredericksburg, Texas.
Ooh, Fredericksburg. That's the Texas of all Texases.
Yeah, it was like sunny there the whole time. We stayed in an RV. It was really cool. But it was also a little bit cloudy.
Oh, no.
I know. So we spent the morning like, are we going to get to see it? Are we going to get to see it? Did we all just travel all this way to see it and not see it?
Yeah.
And so there was 4 minutes of total darkness.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that was just due to the eclipse, not the clouds?
Yes, due to the eclipse, not the clouds.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, the moon went in front of the sun, and it actually got dark. And as it got light again, a rooster started crowing.
He was confused.
It was like, I guess it's daylight. Cock-a-doodle-doo. But anyway, I was kind of videoing what was happening. It was 4 minutes of darkness, but a lot of cloud cover. So I just pulled off a little bit of the audio of the marveling at it. So here's a little clip.
I feel like my eyes are like spotty.
Yeah, because mine are because I was looking at it.
Same. Come back. Oh, there. Look up.
I think that was a diamond. Look, that was a diamond. Yeah,
Wow.
oh my gosh. Weird.
That's so cool. Look, what is that? Is that a star?
I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at that bright little pink edge.
Yep.
Oh. Oh my gosh. So cool. Oh wow, we're getting daylight again.
I can see Chad again.
Okay, so it was super cool.
Yeah, it sounded like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was the whole 4 minutes of it. That's how much we saw was 40 seconds.
Okay, that's better than we saw here.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, it did get super dark. It was really cool. But they always say once you see your first eclipse, you become an eclipse chaser. Like you have to go and see it at the next spot. And kind of exciting about the next spot, because it's in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, okay.
So we have a little bit of time to save up our pennies to go because it's not until 2028.
Oh, okay.
I know. So 4 years later, the next one that happens here in North America isn't until the 2040s.
Going to the land down under, Mike.
Yeah, see you there.
World record time, baby.
Ooh, what do you got for me?
David Rush, who is on a quest to hold the most concurrent Guinness World Record titles, but surprisingly, we haven't spoken about him before. Well, today we are. He just broke the record for longest time balancing a lawnmower while on your chin.
Wait, the lawnmower was on?
Yeah.
Like turned on?
Yeah.
Blade spinning. And he's balancing on his face?
Yep, on his chin.
Right by his neck?
By the handle. So the blade's up in the sky. But yeah, he could drop it in on his
The
head.
danger of this.
Exactly.
Was he trying to decapitate himself?
I'm sure it crossed his mind at one point, but he beat it, so one more actual record.
I don't feel like the reward is worth the risk. Like, could he not have found some other Guinness World Record to do? I mean, people are putting on multiple pairs of underwear in a row, and he thinks he should hold a lawnmower on his chin?
See, that's what my thinking was. My thinking behind it was, if you were going to try and get the most world records, by the way, the record is 180. I think he's at 161.
Whoa.
Wouldn't you just do the easiest world records first? There's no way out of 160 he's already done the easiest.
Yeah, like think about that guy who didn't break the world record last month for the most pancakes stacked tall, and the record was 3 feet. Like, it was like, you could do that in a morning. No big deal. Just call the record guys that are coming.
But you know what? Give him props where props is due. He beat the record by 9 minutes and 17 seconds.
What does that mean? Was he the first one to set the record?
The previous record was 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Oh my!
So he really needed to drive it home as, hey, this is my record.
This is my record. I am willing to consider having my head chopped off by a lawnmower. Hey, John, would you say you stan Eminem?
In the sense that I'm a fan. I wouldn't go as far to say I'm a stan, like that song he wrote.
I know, but like, you know, in pop culture now, stan just means that you're like a super fan of something.
Okay, well, in that sense, then yes, I do stan Eminem.
Well, perfect, because he's looking for you.
Oh, he's what?
He's put out a questionnaire because he's creating a documentary about himself and his influence on pop culture.
Oh, okay. A little to the head there, Eminem.
It's kind of weird. I mean, usually you wait for somebody else to do that, but maybe he wants to control the narrative. But he's asking for people's opinions about, you know, how his music has affected your life. And so you can fill out this questionnaire. There are quite a few questions on it, about 30.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But they're saying, like, what are some things in your life that you've accomplished thanks to Eminem's music?
Nothing. Nothing. Nobody should ever have an answer with that one, except for maybe MGK.
MGK. Do you remember when Eminem took a break for touring and releasing albums? Did that impact you?
Steph, was this before I was born? When did he stop touring?
2005, it says.
I do. Actually, my first words were, when's Eminem gonna come back?
Slim Shady, where's the real Slim Shady?
So where I live, Parsons Creek, I somehow have a plethora of fox stories. Never seen a fox before I moved out to Fort McMurray, and now I have probably 10.
I'm so glad you're experiencing foxes. They're so cute.
This one, especially cute, I saw yesterday. So as we know, it got super cold yesterday because, I don't know.
We are suddenly in a blizzard.
Yeah.
Just the way the spring goes here in Fort McMurray.
Somebody came back from Texas.
Excuse me, it was not my fault. Somebody changed their winter tires. I don't know.
Well, I saw this fox as I was pulling up to my house yesterday, and it was running across the street. It slipped on ice.
Aww.
Yeah, but not like oh no, it hurt itself, like an old person slipping on ice. It was like
It was a young fox. It was very limber. It caught itself.
It was like a cartoon. Like, it was like a Wile E. Coyote slipping on ice.
Oh, did he hit his little face off the ground?
He hit his butt off the ground.
Oh, that's good. That is Wile E. Coyote.
It was just the best, and it might be my top experience with a fox. And I didn't know animals could slip on ice.
You were like, you have
I knew penguins.
abominable paws.
They have claws.
Yeah.
So they're like our clamp-ons that we wear. Like, I thought...
Crampons.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Crampons and clamp-ons. Yeah, no, cramp-ons?
Dogs slip on shiny floors all the time, and foxes are just wild dogs.
Okay, mute point.
Moot point.
Okay,
We got
we're
it.
done. Yeah, we're out of here.
I was driving down the road yesterday, and something flew off the car in front of me.
A brick? Final Destination style?
Like, almost a hubcap.
Oh, wait. Just the hubcap?
Yeah, just the hubcap. And I want you to picture like Final Destination style where a saw blade is coming towards you.
Okay.
That's what it felt like.
Okay.
This thing, we were going down the Confed exit. So if you're the taxi that lost it, it's in the field. But it came flying towards my car. It went about 25 feet in the air, and then it spun off like a frisbee into the field next to the Confed exit. But it was terrifying. Like, I was like, how fast is this going? How bad is it going to break my windshield? Am I about to get impaled? I think it might land on my passenger seat. I hope it does.
That's a lot of things running through your mind. I wonder how fast the taxi was going.
Well, I would guess probably 70 or 80 down that, stretch of road as you head south from here.
But in order for it to fly off.
Well, I think the thing is, people are getting their winter tires changed. The hubcaps are coming off. They're not getting clicked back in.
Oh.
Yeah, because after that terrifying 3 seconds of my life, maybe less,
Yeah.
I was driving further and there was a truck stopped in the bypass lane about to get off 63 there, and he was missing a wheel. And I was like, oh, he's just changing the tire. Except that I drove a little further down the road, about 200 more feet, where his tire was. His tire had fallen off and went flying.
It sounds like you might have dodged a bullet with the hubcap.
Yeah, and the tire. I am in Final Destination. What's coming for me next? Anybody want to drive me home? Because I'm a little scared.
Disney has received approval from the Anaheim City Council for a $1.9 billion expansion plan for its California park.
Well, that's exciting.
It is, which means they're having more attractions. They're trying to add a Zootopia land, and they're trying to add a Frozen land.
Nobody does it like Disney, so this is like, I am stoked. I absolutely love going there and feeling like you're in the movie set. So sweet. Do they have to do some like urban flattening to get this land? Like, are a lot of people getting rid of their houses?
Let's just focus on the fact that we are happy that new expansions are coming to Disney.
Okay,
But it did
looking
get
on
me-
the bright side here.
It did get me thinking, I think I might have some better ideas than just a Frozen land or a Zootopia land.
Oh, what do you want?
All right, I have 3 ideas. Let me know what you think about them.
Okay.
I think they should make an entire land dedicated to Monsters, Inc., in which they make a door roller coaster. Right now, they only have that stupid ride you just sit on. It shows you scenes of the movie. It's annoying. And I think Monsters, Inc., one of the best Disney movies?
It is pretty great. Sully.
Was that Sully?
I think so. Or Wazowski. Am I saying it wrong?
No, that was really good. I love when Sully says his own name in the movie.
I don't know. Okay, wait, back to this, though. A door roller coaster.
Yeah, because the door was a huge thing. Remember when they wrote on the door? You're not a big fan of Monsters, Inc.,
Sorry,
clearly.
it's been a while.
What? That's like the entire... Okay, moving on.
Uh-huh.
I think they're really missing out on not capitalizing on Encanto or Coco. Two of the biggest movies in the past 10 years they've made, probably.
That's very true. Okay, yeah, those ones are great. And I mean, that house was, they could make like a haunted house, but an Encanto house.
Yes!
That would be really cool.
Okay, see,
I'm
I set them up,
tracking.
you knock them down. And my last one, which will probably never happen because I don't think it's as big as an entity as I think it is. Why don't they have a Phineas and Ferb thing? Phineas and Ferb, the entire show, you don't know it. It was around in my time. The entire show is about them creating like rides and everything. Have some sort of Phineas and Ferb thing.
I don't even know what Phineas and Ferb are. Are they mice? Are they weasels?
People!
People? Okay, yeah. Nope, over my head. Courtney Love has some hot takes the last couple days.
Courtney Love, more like Courtney Hate.
It's so true. Oh my gosh. So she decided to crap on Lana Del Rey,
Yep.
whom she's opened for in the past. And it says, I haven't liked Lana since she covered a John Denver song, and I think she should really take 7 years off. Up until Take Me Home, Country Roads, I thought she was great. When I was recording my new album, I had to stop listening to her as she was influencing me too much.
Is there something I don't know about John Denver?
I know. What's wrong with doing a cover song of that? First off. But second off, she was influencing you too much. Doesn't that mean that you liked her music so much that you wanted to copy her?
Boom.
That's why you had to stop listening to her? Like, why you gotta be so mean?
Yeah, Courtney, go play your video games.
And in the words of Taylor Swift, why you gotta be so mean, she also said about Taylor Swift, Taylor is not important. She might be a safe space for girls, and she's probably the Madonna of now, but she's not interesting as an artist.
What is her issue?
I don't know, but I don't like her. I'm like, Courtney Love, what kind of love are you trying to get from me? None. You're terrible.
Well, Steph, actually, I found more people that she's been a jerk to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this isn't new. Okay.
Here's a list. Sheryl Crow, Alanis Morissette, any female Olympia band member,
What?
and Olivia Rodrigo.
She's coming across kind of as like a jealous has-been.
Oh!
Sorry, not sorry. I've learned a new term that apparently has been around since the 70s.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Set jetting.
Set jetting.
Any guesses?
I do, and
Yeah.
I think I'm correct.
Okay.
I would just like to first say thank you for giving me such an easy one on our first day back. Or second day back, I guess. SetJetting is the act of going somewhere that a TV show is filmed at.
Wow!
Is that right?
Yeah, I guess I just have to
Level up your lexicon.
level up my lexicon. You are so correct. So apparently back in the 70s, it became super popular when Star Wars came out and
Yeah.
everybody wanted to go and see the set there. And so that was what they would plan their vacation around. And then as more movies that are iconic have come out, I mean, Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing, people have just gotten more and more keen to go and see where things were filmed, like that really cool road in Ireland where Game of Thrones was filmed. Yeah, just a lot of things.
Yeah, I know the Joker Stairs was a huge one. I know I wanted to go to the Joker Stairs. And I actually know somebody who's going to a whole bunch of the different Twilight places.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is Twilight making a comeback?
I think Twilight's making a comeback with some people.
Because, like, I remember reading it in 2010, and I think the final movie came out in 2012, was it?
Yeah, I
while?
think so. I remember, though, that my mom had to close my eyes during, like, Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Was it risque?
He was a little risque. Edward Collins was a little shirtless there.
Oh, my God.
Jacob's fine. Edward, no!
It's too sparkly. It is Wednesday, which means it's SPCA Pet of the Weekday. Big thanks to Pet Value Downtown in Eagle Ridge for sponsoring.
And Misty, who do we have today?
We have a giant. Well, he's a bigger boy. This is Boris. He is a 5-year-old lab cross. He is part of the 15 that came into our care last year due to unfortunate circumstances beyond their own. Happily, there's only a few left, and everyone else is living their best life in their home. So today, I'm actually here to talk about something very important that kind of ties into Boris and his pack. On April 27th, it marks the 13th annual Walk to End Animal Abuse and Animal Abuse Prevention Day here in Wood Buffalo. So if you've partaken in any of the other years, it's a walk to kind of show the strengthening of animal cruelty laws. You can join us next week at the Kiam Park downtown. We're going to start gathering at 10 a.m. with the walk down Franklin starting at 11. And also on this day, we are going to be raising money for our Isabel Paws Fund. So for those who don't know, it does provide emergency medical care for those animals who need it. It can include anything like ocular removal, something gets foreign body, that's pretty popular. Like, we've had some weird things come from animals, especially this time of year. One year there was a pine cone. Like, it's very painful for them, and we're there to kind of help them, and all the money raised goes towards that when they show up on our doorstep needing that little bit of extra help. So you can raise pledges, show your support, come on down and walk with us. It's going to be a great day, April 27th.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Misty. Thanks for bringing Boris in. We're going to film a video of this handsome fella. He's all black. He's got a great calm personality.
He's so calm.
He's just walking
He traveled
around.
great up here. He walks great on a leash. He loves everyone. He's indifferent to other dogs. The perfect family dog. So gentle. Like, even John, he walked up to you and you were kind of like, that's a big dog. Wait a second. And you're like, wait.
That's right.
Positive right there.
Yeah, he's so kind. So check it out. Boris up at the SPCA walks. You can start taking him out at noon, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks, Misty.
Personally, I don't believe in sidekicks. If you do, go off. That's your prerogative. I have no problem with it.
Okay.
My main reason as to why I don't believe in sidekicks is because of my TikTok.
Wow. So TikTok can put you off somebody telling you the future.
100%. And that's only because all I seem to be getting now on my For You page is tarot readings? Tarot readings.
Like tarot cards?
Yeah.
But if you're not, like, specifically talking to this person, how are they giving you a tarot reading?
I think you have the exact same mindset as I do. But no, a lot of them have, like, either a daily or a weekly series where it's like, oh, it's your weekly tarot reading or it's your daily tarot reading. And I'm not sure how that works if 500,000 people are liking that video. It's like, it has to dissipate the amount of future that it gives one person. And by the way, never worked for me. So that's another reason as to why. Like,
Nothing has come true.
no.
And I'm not going to trivialize it. I don't really know anything about tarot cards at all. So what kind of things is it suggesting?
A lot of the stuff I'm getting, and maybe this is how they get the amount of engagement they do. It's a lot of financial stuff.
Oh, okay.
And usually at the end of the videos, they're like, oh, do this to claim it. Do this to claim it. And it's like, oh.
What is the do this? Is it like this video to claim it?
A lot of the time, it's either like this video, use this sound, comment, follow.
Okay, that doesn't work.
And that's why I think it's all kind of hocus pocus stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, John, I mean, if somebody's going to tell me I'm going to come into a lot of money, I would love to believe them. I would love to claim it. And
Steph.
Yeah.
And I have. That's why I'm like this.
Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Steph and John replay.
Find more Steph and John at play1037.ca.